morning. Today's Tuesday, April 10th. It is a snowy 32 degrees outside. It is 8:11 a.m. and this is your Chief Morning News. Opening night for Hopatcong High School's Drama Club production of Cinderella is this Thursday night at 7 o'clock. Can't make it that day? Don't worry. They'll still be putting on the show Friday and Saturday at 7 and at 2 p.m. on Sunday. Tickets for students and seniors will be $7 and adults are $10. Make sure you bring your student ID to show them just to get the discount. Come out and watch this magical show. Now let's go to Nolan with some updates.
Thanks, Christy. Do you have $9.5 million in a sense of adventure?
No.
Well, by 2022, you could spend 12 days in the world's first space hotel. The Hotel Aurora Station will now take booking for the launch in the year 2022. Developed by U.S.-based space technology startup Orion Span, the fully modular space station will host at least 6 people at a time, including 2 crew members. This was announced to the public Thursday at the Space 2.0 Summit in San Jose, California. Now, let's go to Kelly with some more updates.
Thanks, Nolan. The Hopatcong High School's literary magazine is currently accepting submissions for this year's publication. Send all poems, fiction, creative nonfiction, photography, or art to air@hopatcongschools.org. The deadline for this is Friday, April 12th. If you have any questions, please go see Mrs. DeRose in room B16A. Now, let's go to Mr. Cusano with today's profile.
Good morning. When we think of law enforcement, we think of the local police, we think of the state police, but we don't think about the sheriff's department very much. A lot of us don't know exactly what it is that they do, but they're valuable. My guests today work for the sheriff's department. We're going to find out a little bit more about that particular department. Morning.
Morning, sir.
Mr. Cagley. So how's the sheriff's department different from other law enforcement agencies?
The sheriff is the only law enforcement agency that's listed in the state constitution.
Really?
All the other agencies are created by statute. So, and the sheriff has a variety of different duties in addition to normal police duties. They're responsible for the Superior Court, security, transportation of prisoners, and all orders that come out of the Superior Court, as well as arresting people on warrants from the Superior Court.
Oh, I didn't know that about the Constitution. That's cool. All right. So was that always an aspiration of yours, or was that something you always had in mind, or was it something that just developed gradually?
Senior year in high school, I decided I wanted to be a cop, and I started taking civil service tests, and this was the first department that offered me a job.
Oh, good. Oh, so there you go.
Yep.
So what was like really hairy situation that you had to deal with, something that required some skill from an officer?
I was assigned to K-9 for 5 years, and we frequently pursued homicide suspects, robbery suspects, and the dog handler were the first ones there. So
was there one incident that you remember that was made you a little nervous, or?
Yeah, it was early on. I was handling a dog. A response to an assisted to state police following a shooting on Route 80 to the BJ's in Roxbury.
Oh, okay.
To conduct a building search with the dog and their SWAT team for the shooter.
Oh, cool. Wow, I wouldn't be able to do that. What are the requirements that you need to join the sheriff's department? Are there anything that are specific to the sheriff's department?
No, you have to be a high school graduate, and you have to take a civil service test.
Okay.
There's no college requirement at this point.
Now, I was under the assumption, I could be wrong, that for some departments you might need a 2-year degree or something like that. Is that true, or is that?
That's true. Some departments require 2 years, some require a 4-year.
Okay.
I believe with the state police they require 4 years, but they'll accept 2 years military in lieu.
Oh, okay. All right, cool. What advice would you give to somebody who might be interested in joining the sheriff's department or any other law enforcement agency for that matter?
Keep your nose clean. Get your college degree, because that's going to put you ahead of the game.
Okay.
Even though you're eligible to take the test, they generally don't look for non-college educated candidates anymore.
Okay.
And a lot of the people they're hiring now are military veterans.
So if you go in with a college degree, the chances of you reaching the higher level of the department is much better, right?
Yes.
Okay. All right, excellent. No, thank you very much. That was interesting. Thank you very much, and we'll see you next week.
Thanks, Mr. Casano and Security Guard George. That wraps up today's broadcast. We will be back with more breaking news tomorrow. Until then, have a great day. Keep your noses clean, and thanks for stopping by.